If you just logged in, it's Student Corner, where pressing student matters are deliberated on. Whether you just wrapped up with your WASSCE examination or you're about gearing towards the big test, we are diving into all things WASSCE today. The stress, the late night study, that I can't believe this is happening moments, oh my God. We know it's a lot, but we are here today to talk about what this WASSCE thing entails. I have with me three gentlemen from prestigious schools in the region. I think I have Kumaka.
Yes.
Akunini. I almost said Akunini. 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 Kumaka. Kumasi Academy. Premier Quality is represented by their boys prefects. Assistant boys prefect domestic. Nana
Jason from Pomwati.
Nana Jason, hey, you there? We also have representatives from KNUSTSHS. Honorable Israel Obiti, Madrima.
Forward be our watch.
Oh, the forward, I'm not hearing. Madrima.
Forward be our watch.
Madrima.
True wisdom.
Alright, true wisdom indeed. Today we are here to deliberate on WASSCE, what WASSCE entails, preparations, examination of practices, and the whole lot. Please stay tuned with me because it's going to be fireworks. Honorables, I want to find out from you how students engage in examination or practice in our various schools or in your general view. How does this happen?
Alright. To start from malpractice. The only way a student will involve his or herself into malpractice is because of the so-called APO. So obviously, if a paper leaks, the person or the student will not have to learn before going to the hall and would like to pen down some keynotes or some answers on materials, foreign materials, and take it to the hall.
So that's your keynotes from Apo. I want to find out from Mr. Jason what other forms of examination or practices he has ever encountered as a student.
Personally, I believe that according to the WAEC Code of Conduct for WASSCE, even talking in the examination room is more practice.
Hey, so what do they expect us to do?
They don't want us to converse with our friends because it's you and your paper.
Alright.
So why are you asking your friends for answers?
Okay.
I think I side with Honorable Jason because, just as he said, malpractice goes beyond the papers and all the smartwatches and everything. Talking anything at all that he told you not to bring. Once it comes in, once you do something that he told you not to do, he told you to just write.
Okay.
So if you are found conversing with anybody, I think it's also a form of malpractice.
I've heard that WAEC has a hidden motto, which is known as your failure is their success. What's your take on that? Because I don't understand. Why should my failure be somebody's success?
That is true at all.
That's why I said it's hidden, meaning it's alleged. I've been hearing this. Every student knows
I
about
don't
this.
think I've not seen it anywhere.
But can you give me your general overview of this?
We had a seminar with WAEC officials, and I think someone asked that same question over there, and the controller said it's not true. So I'm sure it's not true.
So
Our failure is never their success.
So what do they expect from us?
I think good behavior when we are writing the paper.
It has been reiterated that WAEC's motto is never our failure being their success. So please, if you have that in your mind, kindly clear it away and we take off from there. But then I want to also find out, every time GES brings a WASSCE performance scheme for every school, how has the school been doing? And then that's not really to be precise.
Okay, for my school, we have been doing very good.
Wow.
Yes.
So in the past years, what has been the average?
The average has been somewhere around 78 to
78 passes.
Yes.
Wow. I'm sure you're not saying this because you're here.
Of course not.
Because this
The records are there.
Worldwide show.
The records are there.
How about me?
Oh, well, unfortunately for my school, I think we flopped for some time now. But we are taking it.
Wow.
Right now, I can see they're around 69%.
Okay.
So it's gradually coming. Yes.
I have this keynote I want all of us to also deliberate on. The fear in candidates when they are about writing WASSCE. It's worrying. It's worrying. You see students panicking because they are about writing their final exams in SHS. What do we do to curb this?
I mean, I'll say that the examination fear is normal.
Right.
Because from childhood, we have been hearing stories about WASSCE. So what at all is this WASSCE? Me, for example, when I was in somewhere around class 4, going for church service, my Sunday school teachers will be telling me about how some of them feel the WASSCE. So coming to SHS, I'm like, even if say Mr. was able to feel the WASSCE,
How much more
how
us?
much more me?
I mean,
So of
our
course,
primary teachers,
yes.
our primary teachers told us that the BEC is not even the big thing.
Wow.
He told us that you have to focus on the WASSCE. So even from JHS, you are thinking about what you know. There's something called WASSCE that you have to pass. So for such a big something like that, you definitely it's normal as human. Yeah.
They are saying that WASI is your life. What has WASI got to do with our life? What they are given to us?
Let me
Could
say
you
something.
please
Any of this young one,
what has WASI got to do with our life? Kindly encourage those out there who have this in their mind that WASI is their life. If they fail WASI, that's all for them. They can't progress in life. Life has ended in any way for them. Kindly encourage people who are having these thoughts. I'll take from Jason.
Okay, so I strongly believe that the reason why they always say that WASSCE is a future
Alright.
is because the grade that you get in WASSCE is what's going to take you to the university.
Okay.
That's where your career path, that's what it begins. So that's the reason why they say that. But just as Honorable Israel said, just the WASSCE is not just, I mean, life is not just about WASSCE. Life is not just about the career, the nice professions that you want to. Yes. I mean, there are technical skills that we can have. Even aside from graduating from a university, there are some other skills and careers that can help you make it in life. For example, football. Who knows?
Is everyone can play football?
I'm a good player myself.
Yeah, is everyone can play football?
But there's definitely something everybody
Can do something special. But do you also think GS has been fair to us as SHS students with our short time we spend in school and the workload we have to achieve, we have to cover. Sometimes it's mind blowing that we have to read these textbooks, these big textbooks within like it's not even up to 2 years. We've not spent 2 years in school. I tell you, if not. So, what is your take on that? What do you think can be done better, or what can we correct?
I think the syllabus for the SHS students is so packed, and currently we don't even use 3 years in SHS again. Less than 3 years, then we are done. So we have a limited time to cover those topics. And I think the only thing GS can do or YA can do is that they could reduce the number of topics in the syllabus for us. Or also when we are getting towards the WASI, they could state some topic that will be coming.
But don't you think that would be unfair to our, let's say, university lecturers?
I think
For what reason? I don't know
Because
why.
let's say, for example, if I'm going to offer a subject, a program like law, if they take some of the vital basic knowledge from my government subjects, it's not going to help me, to be honest.
But the thing
Because
is, we can't be assessed on everything we've studied. We can't also be assessed on everything we've studied from.
But it's a fact that
to what
it's a fact that
Genesis to Revelation.
not everything that we have been taught will come into the WASI. You get it?
Then what he's saying is right that they should bring us the topics that are coming so that we can reassess
Or not
them.
even that. We can also write WASI in year one, WASI year two, WASI year three.
Really?
Simple.
But you have internal works.
No, so that that one you know that the topic that you learn in form one, you're not come to
Hello,
learn
hey,
it
Honorable,
again.
I beg you, the room is heated. But I would want to hear from Honorable Bewa from Kumakatu.
I think what they are doing is very good because it's training students.
Okay.
Here comes the kids where they come to school for 2 months and then we get to stay home for 2 months as well.
And more.
And more sometimes. You can be going for your vacation classes, studying by yourself. You don't necessarily have to have a teacher in front of you because it's not always like that in the universities and where most further education goes. They are teaching us how to learn on your own, letting you understand that it is you. You've come to school, we are seeing you're schooling for 3 years. You have these books to study, you know what you're supposed to study. You've been told you have to do this, you have to do this. So whether it's vacation or not, I think you should study.
Okay, so someone just sent me a question here that says that have do we really have do practicals in our schools? They are okay. So I'm reframing the question. It says that our education system has been theoretically based, not practical. So what do we have to?
Yes, like for example, I'm a general student and we have been doing geography, for example. obviously we have the practical aspect of geography.
Which is what? Going to carry the whole of the students of
Mm. For example, I think we have the topo sheet that we have to draw the map, distance, and all those things. We also need a geographical lab for us to undergo this practicals, which never done.
geographical lab. So you want to have to balance the theory aspect with the practical aspect.
But with that, I believe the past government tried something. We are trying to bring up more STEM schools and TVET schools.
Okay.
So right now I don't actually get the people who are of the view that Ghana's education system is more theoretical than practical. You get it? Because if you want to enter the field of engineering, right now there are so many STEM schools and technical schools that you can go into. Do you get it?
Yeah.
But it seems all of us are focused on the, let's say, the grammar schools, the usual prem-pay adult schools. You get it? But that should not be the case. There are other options: STEM schools and technical schools.
I would also want to hear from you.
Well, I think what is the because not only did he set up senior high schools that has STEM in it, because he started setting up STEM schools that were junior high schools as well. So you can pick up from that place and then enter the senior high schools.
Okay.
I think that one's good.
Has orientations been done enough for us as WASSCE students? I think we are not really oriented on what to expect, how the examination environment is going to be, the atmosphere, and even beyond that, after WASSCE and all that. Do we really have those things? Are they in place?
For that,
You are leaders in the region and the leaders in your schools as well.
for that,
Accounting units are taking that upon it.
And they are doing it massively.
yes.
Wow.
And I think this started from Form 1, from my school back in Form 1. As the teacher is teaching the subjects, he's pointing out some stuff about the subject itself, how to answer the questions. And after every internal exams, we have the assessment where the teachers come to us, they explain to us, point out some of the wrong stuff that we did. You get it?
How I wish this conversation could go on and 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 on. But then to save time, I think we'd have to wrap up here. But seniors, I would want to hear your last words to WASSCE candidates, your any encouraging words to us as candidates. Starting from Honorable Abodite, I would want to hear from you in no particular order.
I'll say they should learn. They should learn we should all learn what we can do. When we get into the hall, we do what we can do best. Because even God, Jesus did, when he was commanding his miracle, he asked for 2 fishes and 5 loaves of bread, obviously. So he had something in hand. When you are getting into the hall, have something in hand, learn something, and let God be your source man.
Hi, God be a source man. Now I've coined the word from source man to Jah. So it means
I mean, Jah is God.
Jah is God.
Who Jah bless, bless human.
Jason, let me also hear from you.
Okay, so my advice to all WASSCE candidates is that the greatest challenge right now is not WASSCE. It's not the exams paper, rather it is you. That is the greatest challenge. The greatest challenge, I repeat, is not the examination paper, but it is rather you, the individual, your mindset and how you are positioning yourself to tackle this, WASSCE, this examination. So that's my advice for all the students in Ashanti region.
Thank you so much. How about you? Akunini Master. Master of Akunini.
Well, my advice to all candidates is very simple. I think this is not the time where you have to be thinking about things that you think you've not covered yet. Because if right now you think you're going to cover all those things you've not covered, I think it will be too late. Set your mind right. The things you know, perfect yourself on it. When the paper comes, psych your mind, you can do it. It is you. The very same thing we were talking about, I think that's what we're going to do right now. So the courage matters. Preparation, get serious with the books, and let's get focused.
I hope you are encouraged and inspired. It has always been Students' Corner, where pressing student issues are deliberated, dissected, and solved. Every day -1, no time to waste. Let's stick to our books and we shall excel. Until then, we shall meet in our next episode.